price tag is not worth it. If you're going to aesthetic school with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to school and they're just gonna help me, you know, get to this point or help me jumpstart my career, that's true, but it's not true. They're gonna tell you stuff to help you jumpstart your career, but they're not going to jumpstart your career. If you want your career to take off, start right now. Start posting, start talking, start sharing, start telling. Don't wait on a teacher, don't wait on a friend. You have to do it on your own. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kai Renee, and today I really have no idea what direction this video is going to go in. As we approach 1,000 subscribers at this present moment as I'm recording, we're about 20 away. I wanted to do one more video before we hit 1K. For the last couple weeks and the last few days, I've gotten so many responses and messages from you guys watching my videos, asking me questions about aesthetic school. I told some of you ladies that reached out that I would make a video soon addressing some of the questions that you had. I was actually going to do this video later on as in when I graduate, but that's not till April. So I felt like some of these things were imperative for you guys to know who are seriously considering becoming estheticians and specifically trying to study at Aveda. I have a lot to say. Like, I don't know if in this video I'll really touch on everything because I really wanted this video to be done later, but I will address the questions that I've gotten so far. The way I felt going into aesthetic school and the way I feel now are really different. Not in necessarily a negative way, but it's like, you know, the thrill of starting school has now faded off. Rachel hit me up on Instagram at my business page. Check me out if you haven't already, but Rachel DM'd me, shout out to her, and she asked a couple questions. So, would you say going to esthetician school would really be worth the money and time? As far as price, just know it's a couple grand. Like, it's not cheap. It's an investment. Well, I think of Aveda or any esthetician school like I would a university. You pay them all your money to learn the bare minimum, because you have to be considered qualified or certified or licensed in this case. Personally, I think the price tag is not worth it, and the only reason I feel like that is because there's certain elements that are missing in the curriculum that I think easily could have been incorporated for the same price. Things such as microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, using the high frequency machine, learning lash extensions, even brow lamination, body sculpting. Those are all things that are booming in the aesthetics industry right now. Like, everything I just named, you can make some lucrative money off of that, and those are all things that are not incorporated in your curriculum. That's not just specific for Aveda, that goes for any school. They're going to teach you the bare minimum to get by, and for that reason I do not think that it's worth the price tag. Is it worth your time though? Yes. And the reason it's worth your time is because you need your license in order to be considered a professional, which I totally think is okay. That's for any industry. So I wouldn't say just throw off the idea of aesthetic school solely based on the price tag. If you can look past that, and if you can really see a future beyond, you know, your 4 months of school, I think it is worth your time, which is more valuable than your money. Money you can get back, time you can't. I think it's worth it. So ask me, could I still work from home while in school and charge people? You definitely can. I actually work from home, and I also work out of the spa at school for the days that we are in there. I recommend it, and the reason I do is because that allows you to get familiar with products, get familiar with using equipment. That in itself is also an investment because you have to buy all these supplies. So if you're in a good position to start that early while you're studying in school, I highly recommend it. I would not charge people full price right off rip because you don't have your license yet, so you don't really have anything to back it up. For waxing services, you could do like $10 brow waxes, $20 underarm. If you want to jump as far as Brazilians, you could do $30 Brazilians. whatever that service is, though, whatever it is you want to offer, I wouldn't price it at the full amount that it usually is. Definitely cut it in half, if not like a quarter. Aveda help with tuition. You can apply for financial aid. Whether you get it or not is something I can't really answer for you, but I do know Aveda does offer financial aid, and if it's something that you're seriously considering, reach out to your financial aid advisor. There's another girl on Instagram, AR-Minx. She reached out to me. Shout out to you, sis. Thanks for hitting me up. She just asked, how is Aveda so far? And she's thinking about choosing the school. I guess I'll just use this question to incorporate the rest of this video in there. With Aveda being being 2 months in, if not, some of my curls just sticking out. Being 2 months in, if not more, I don't even really know where to start with this, so if I start to ramble, please forgive me. Aveda is like a all-girl high school where we specialize in aesthetics. Only real issue up until this point with not just Aveda, but just with aesthetic school in general, is that we aren't learning everything I feel that we should be learning for the price that I'm paying. If I'm paying X amount of dollars, I just feel like there's certain things that need to be incorporated in your training. It's not the luxury that you get when you go to school. When you go to school, the truth of the matter is you go there to learn the bare minimum, like the bare minimum. If you're going to aesthetic school thinking that, oh, we're gonna learn, you know, specific intricate little details that you probably Googled on your own, I'm gonna be really upfront and 100 with you, that's not gonna happen. I really wanted that, so when I didn't experience that, it was very disappointing. Another thing that has really frustrated me this week, specifically in the weeks before, is when you transition to the spa, you start taking live guests. So for me, somebody who is really ambitious and driven by passion and wanting to evolve in the industry and take advantage of those moments in school, I want to be booked up. Like, I want to have appointment. There was literally a day where I had no appointments on my book and sat for 7 hours straight. 7 hours straight. Now, given downtime, you can definitely practice on each other. You can do facials, you can do waxes, you can do everything that you've done previously in the classroom. But you have to think at some point there is a moment where practicing on your classmates is no longer sufficient, and you need that real life guest interaction and experience in order to be like, okay, I should do this or I shouldn't do that. There's some things that you won't experience just doing work on your classmates. This isn't to anybody's fault at all. It's just something that has really gotten on my nerves these last couple weeks, and I feel like when it comes down to these aesthetics videos and about Aveda specifically, since that's the school I go to, there's certain details that people are leaving out that I wish when I was looking for schools, somebody would have said. One, it would have helped me make a decision, and two, it would have given me an opportunity to know what I was getting myself into in advance. To answer the question, how is Aveda so far? Aveda so far is good. It hasn't done me wrong yet, and I don't expect it to. Aveda still is probably top as far as schools that I would choose to get my aesthetics license from. I have heard about other schools and they're just not as accredited. Actually, let me backtrack. So as far as it goes, when you get into the spa, my one single most advice for you, if you do decide on Aveda, is when you get into the spa, remember to take initiative and don't wait on people to get stuff done for you. In any industry, you have to have initiative, you have to have grit, you have to have passion, and you have to have just the right amount of assertiveness to get the job done. Going to aesthetic school with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to school and they're just gonna help me, you know, get to this point or help me jumpstart my career. That's true, but it's not true. They're gonna tell you stuff to help you jumpstart your career, but they're not going to jumpstart your career. If you want your career to take off, start right now. Start posting, start talking, start sharing, start telling. Don't wait on a teacher, don't wait on a friend. You have to do it on your own, and that's just the benefit. It's one of the days where I had literally nobody on my spot books, and I'm just sitting around like I'm paying all of this money to sit on my butt. I could have done that at home. I could have been working from home and got paid. So I went on social media ASAP and started saying like, hey, you know, I'm here at the spot until this time, let me know if you want to book, and I just posted it. That's just something that comes with being in the industry. People aren't going to hand you stuff on a silver platter. People aren't going to hold your hand and walk you through and show you every little detail that you need to know. Some stuff you just have to do and figure out on your own. I know this might be sounding like really harsh and like, dang, she could be in like, you know, whatever, but that's the truth. You have to have some type of, you know, get her done. It's my business on the line, it's my name. So I was gonna wait to do this video, but I just felt like I should talk about it now because school has frustrated me in a number of ways. School has also helped me a lot. If you are on the fence about Aveda, I encourage you to take a tour and look at the facility for yourself. At the end of the day, you have to go where you feel comfortable. So it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what any other YouTuber says about it or estheticians. Go with your gut and make sure you enroll in school because that's what you want to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are on the road to 1K. Like, we're so close. I think we're gonna hit it probably like I'm gonna give it 2 weeks. If it's sooner than that, then cool. This video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys press the subscribe button. If you have questions, feel free to DM me. All of my personal and business info will be in the description box below. Yes, I do respond back to messages. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.